Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to another Rwby reaction. This time it's episode 9 of volume 2, Search and Destroy, in which I suppose we're going to go and see Rwby and co shadowing who it turns out is Ooblech. Sorry I didn't recognise him. We did only meet him once and a lot has happened since then. But yeah, they're going out with the crazy hunter. But I've got every confidence that Ooblech is a trained and very skilled hunter, despite his coffee addiction and his apparent manic behaviour. Colours. Right, in the last episode I said something about not all the characters have things relating to colours, and someone posted a link to Monty's own criteria, his own rules for developing Rwby, which said, I think it was, every character should be named after a colour or remind one of a colour or be associated with a colour, something like that. And I suppose, yeah, they all do. The only one I'm really annoyed at myself was for missing jaune as French for yellow. Now, I have said in the past that I am not very good at languages, but some of the obvious ones I should know. And jaune, especially since there's an episode of Rwby, I think it was in the last volume, called jaundice, a medical condition characterised by a yellowing of the skin, hence its name. I should have made the connection on that one. And I should have made the connection of Velvet Scarlatini. I am genuinely annoyed at myself for missing those. But I suppose we've got Mercury, which is silver, emerald. That does remind one of a colour, obviously. Neptune, a little bit more far-fetched. I suppose for most people it does remind them of the colour blue, both because of Neptune being the god of the sea and sea being blue, and the planet Neptune being a very blue planet, apparently. So I suppose that does have an association with blue, but I do find some of the others a little bit difficult. But I'll suppose I'll pick them up on the way. I mean, the team names match. I get that. Coffee is sort of brown-ish colour, I suppose. I drink my coffee black, so coffee to me is black. But I suppose to most people, coffee is sort of a tan brown. What's the other one? Cardinal. Cardinal is a red colour. Rwby is a red colour. I can't remember the other team. Team Juniper, blue. So yeah, it does work, I suppose. I was just being a little bit picky. Anyway, on with this episode, Search and Destroy. What is going to happen? And how many of them are going? Is it just Team Rwby that are trailing Ooblech, or is it all 8 of them? Team Juniper as well? Let's find out. I bet that looks really crap.
Professor Ooblech?
Yes, I'm afraid those bags won't be necessary, girls. Seeing as you've opted to shadow a huntsman on what is now essentially a reconnaissance mission, I can assure you we will not be establishing a single base of operations. Rather, we will be traversing several miles of hazardous wasteland and making camp in any defendable locations we may stumble upon. I myself from the air course and
Blake,
the airstrip.
Weiss.
It's Dr. Ooblech. I didn't earn the PhD for fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Quite
Come now,
right.
children. According to my schedule, we are already 3 minutes behind schedule.
Well, alright then. Looks like we're going to save the world with Dr. Ooblech. Okay, yeah, when you say it out loud, it sounds worse.
Save the world? You're going on world-saving
Yay.
missions without us? I'm hurt so
I was hoping Juniper would join.
That last one's not your fault, though. Ren.
Sounds exciting. Where are you going?
Oh, just outside the kingdom.
Hey, so are we.
Ren and Nora wanted to shadow the sheriff of a nearby village.
We set out tomorrow.
Then you can party with us tonight.
We're shadowing a crime specialist.
all inner city detective stuff. We get junior badges.
We normally go to the city with you guys, which means stuff's always exploding in junk. So we thought this might be a better way to check out the kingdom when it's, you know, normal.
Well,
4 minutes, ladies!
wish us luck.
Really wish they'd done 4 trailers for Juniper in the same way as they've done the 4 trailers for Rwby.
Intellectual, but I can assure you, as a huntsman, I've had my fair share of tussles.
I think they'd look awesome.
Those are truffles.
Like the sprout?
Those are Brussels.
Besides, given my expertise in the field of history, as well as my dabblings in the archaeological surveys, our dear headmaster saw it fit to assign me to this particular assignment.
What does history have to do with this?
Why, what a preposterous question, you silly girl. Why, history is the backbone of our very society. And the liver. Probably the kidneys, if I were to wager.
Yeah, at least.
The southeast quadrant outside of Vale is home to wild forests and deep caves. But it is also the location to one of the kingdom's greatest failures.
Mountain Glen.
That's right. It was an expansion of Vale. But in the end, it was overrun by Grimm and fenced off from the rest of the city.
Ooh.
Correct. And now it stands abandoned. It's a dark reminder.
And a likely place for a hideout.
Precisely.
That is quite grim.
Ladies, you still may be students, but as of this moment, your first mission as Huntress has begun. From this point forward, you need to do exactly as I say. Do you understand? Rwby, I thought I told you to leave all your bags back at school.
But, you hadn't told us to listen to you yet. So I didn't.
She's not wrong.
No, she's
Very well,
not.
Rwby, leave your bag here. We can pick it up upon our return.
But well...
Young lady, what in the world could you possibly have in that bag that could be so important to bring it with?
The dog.
Back in the bag.
We're here to investigate an abandoned urban jungle teeming with death and hostility. And you brought a dog. Genius!
What?
Canines are historically known for their perceptive nose and heightened sense of sound, making them excellent companions for hunts such as ours.
Oh,
I'm a genius.
accidentally.
So, what are your orders, Doctor?
Ah, yes, straight to the chase. I like it. As you've been informed, the southeast area has been marked as a recent hotspot for grim activity.
Animal cruelty.
Now, there are several possible explanations for this behavior, one of which being grim.
What?
Grim. A creature of Grim, approximately 100 yards from us at this very moment.
What?
Ooh.
Stop.
Huh?
There are a number of reasons why Grim would congregate in this particular area. The most likely of which would be their attraction to negativity. Sadness, envy, loneliness, hatred. All qualities that are likely held by our hidden group harboring ill intent.
So... what now?
We wait. We track. If this specimen leads us to its pack, that pack may subsequently lead us to our prey.
How long do we wait?
It's uncertain. Hours, days, weeks. Why, lone Grin have been known to stay isolated from the pack for months, and there's the whole pack.
What?
And now they've seen us. And now they've seen us!
You take it tracking is out of the question?
An accurate assumption? Yes.
What's the plan then?
I like Ooblech.
Show me what you're capable of.
Cover your ears wide.
Oh, I like the style. Oh, that cloning stuff that she does. Focus. And then just brute force. And running around chasing the tail, because that's always useful.
celebrate yet, for I am certain this is the first bout of many. Shall we continue?
I'm liking this sudden change of animation style or presentation style.
Excellent work, girls! Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any signs of criminal operations in this sector. Oh well, moving on.
Hey Doc, you know, I was actually looking forward to seeing a pro huntsman in action. Like, fighting, or at least helping us fight.
Ah, but I am in action, scouring the ruins of this one great city for any signs of irregularity. Not every mission is filled with daring and heroism, girls. Sometimes it's just a heightened form of extermination. Remember, this is a job, and you all signed up for it. I do hope you understand that.
Well, yeah. Of course.
Do you?
Tell me, Yang, why did you choose this line of work?
Huh? Well, to fight monsters and save...
Oh, that is what you do. I want to know why you do it. The honest reason as to why you want to be a huntress.
Because of your mother.
The honest reason? I'm a thrill seeker. I want to travel around the world and get wrapped up in
Oh
as
yeah,
many
that's a
crazy
good point.
adventures
She
as I
is,
can.
yes.
And if I help people along the way, then that's even better. It's a win-win, you know?
I see. And you, Miss Sneak.
Rwby, it's
A
because
girl
of her
born
mother.
into fame and fortune such as yourself certainly doesn't need the extra work. So, why choose this over a cushy job in Atlas?
To prove herself.
It's exactly as you said. I'm a Schnee. I have a legacy of honor to uphold. Once I realized I was capable of fighting, there was no longer a question of what I would do with my life. It was my duty.
She's got silver eyes as well.
Interesting.
Nice. They're a little bit smaller than the ones she was facing
And
the
what about you,
other week.
You seem to carry yourself with a sense of purpose.
There's too much wrong in this world to just stand by and do nothing. Inequality, corruption, someone has to stop it.
Very well. How?
Sorry, are we ready to keep going?
No, I believe that will have to do for today. It's going to be dark soon. You three, set up
Did
camp
that just
in that
land on the
building.
dog?
Oh, and please do make sure that there are no more of those creatures. Your leader and I are going to secure the perimeter. Come, Rwby.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What is that?
Oh, wow.
Awesome!
That, my dear girl, is a grim.
Grimmyphants.
Let's kill it.
I'm afraid your sniper rifle will do nothing more than agitate a grim of that size.
But what if it attacks us?
Fret not, Rwby. Those
They're
Goliaths are
bigger
not
than
concerned with us.
trees.
Rwby, not every grim is mindless. Or rather, not every grim is still mindless. You see, the grim you see before you are so powerful, so superior to the grim you fought, that they've undoubtedly lived hundreds of years. And in that time between killing humans and attacking our borders, they've done one important thing. They've learned. They've learned that when they attack our borders, they're likely to die. And what we lack in strength, we make up for in will. And that killing one human will only bring more.
Then, why are they still so close to the city? What are they doing?
Waiting.
If they're learning, then do they have souls? Or are they
Ooblech?
developing souls?
I was wondering.
Wondering why I've been interrogating your teammates all day?
Actually, I was wondering, why did you want to become a huntsman?
Look around and tell me what you see.
Lots of old buildings, empty streets.
I see lives that could have been saved. As a huntsman, it is my job to protect the people, And although I am capable of doing it with traditional weaponry, I believe I can make a much larger impact if I do it with my mind. As a teacher, I'm able to take knowledge, the most powerful weapon of them all, and place it into the hands of every student that passes through my classroom. I look at this wasteland and I see lives that could have been saved. But I also see an opportunity to study these ruins and learn from this tragedy, and therefore become stronger. I am a huntsman, Rwby, because there is nothing else in this world I would rather be.
I can't believe we didn't find anything.
I like
We've always
Ooblech.
been fortunate enough
I've
to
said
be in
that
the right
several
place at
times,
the right time.
but I do.
I guess we can't always have luck on our side.
That's not what I meant.
Huh?
Earlier. About upholding the legacy. There's more to it than that.
Yeah. No, me too. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. I know what I want to do, but I figured I'd always take things one step at a time.
Well, it doesn't matter. We know why we're here. Right?
Ah, wonderful! A textbook campfire!
Fire! So warm.
Very good. Eat your dinners and hurry to bed. We have a lot of ground to cover tomorrow, and we'll need you to take turns keeping watch over our temporary abode. Any volunteers for first watch?
Yo.
Hey, did Ooblech ask you why you wanted to be a huntress? I mean, what did you tell him?
No, he didn't.
You didn't
Weird. Oh well. Good night, guys.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Didn't ask Rwby. Maybe it's obvious with Rwby. Or maybe it's just obvious to us, the audience, I don't know.
Don't worry. Things will be better tomorrow.
They probably won't. Hell, what can I say? Another wonderful episode, plenty of action, and it's good to see that they're just changing, using different animation styles, or rather presentation styles in the animation, things we haven't seen in this series before, to present, you know, the fight scenes and things. I found it really refreshing to know that Rwby has just this way of renewing itself every now and again without actually detracting from the main storylines. I loved the idea of the Grimmifants, or whatever they're going to end up going to be called. It does pose the question of, you know, if they can learn, then it's that moral thing again. So I look at creatures that try to survive and think, well, if a creature tries to survive, then it must be aware, in which case it has a right to live. And then I was persuaded that no, the Grimms have no soul, therefore they're different. They're not animals as we know them on this world. And then you get the elephant things, and it just confuses the issue completely. But then again, this is what Rwby is really good at. It's bringing light to certain moral questions, and, you know, looking at the real things in life. A very quotable series. I'm really loving it. Anyway, I suppose that is it.